Hey, good afternoon, everybody. My name's Pat Doyle. I'm the designer of StarForce Commander, and I wanted to just take an opportunity first just to thank you for your interest in the game. If you're watching this video, you're probably trying to decide whether or not to pick it up. So I thought I'd try to pass on a little bit of information for you. So real quick, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Mariner Games and who I am and who we are. And I'll talk a little bit about StarForce Commander and hopefully help you make an informed decision. So first, my name's Pat Doyle. I'm a Navy Reserve officer. I'm an airline pilot, and but mostly, I'm an avid Starship Combat gamer. So I've been playing Starship Combat games, since I was a kid. I started off playing the FASA Starship Combat game, played Starfleet Battles, and the whole host of other Starship Combat games along the way. So I feel like I've played quite a bit of them. So hopefully, and then of course, probably one of my favorite ones was uh, Federation Commander by Amarillo Design Bureau. Great game, loved it for years. As a matter of fact, I liked it so much, I won a couple national championships at it, and they were even kind enough to let me write the Federation Commander's Tactics Manual for it. So anyways, I am an avid gamer. I really enjoy this stuff. I really love this stuff. And StarForce Commander has been basically a labor of love for me for about the last 5.5 years, which is how long myself and my friends have been working on it. So we've just tried to design, take aspects of various games we've played over the years and put our own spin on things. And hopefully we've come up, at least for us, for our gaming group, we've pretty much decided this is it. This is our game. This is where we're going to plant our flag. So, and we didn't start off planning to sell it, but as time's gone on and the game's gotten better and better as we've developed it, and we just decided we'd share it, and hopefully you enjoy it. So, and then, one of my partners in designing the game, his name's Chandler. He was a surface warfare. He's a retired Navy surface warfare officer. So he worked on guided missile cruisers and stuff like that. One other friend of ours, Doug, you may have heard him on the Lead Pursuit podcast if you follow some of his air combat and Blood Red Sky stuff. He was a Marine Corps weapons systems officer on F-18s. So, and then obviously I've got numerous other friends from, military and such things. So I've got a lot of good influences, basically, and had a lot of help and good advice along the way, and a lot of people play testing. So we've really worked hard on it. So I hope you, if you choose to get it, that you really do enjoy it. So basically, though, if you're watching this video, you're probably asking yourself, why should you buy StarForce Commander? So there's a couple different reasons for that. And I'll talk a little bit about where it falls in on scale compared to some other games. Obviously, there are some games that are very highly detailed, where you're keeping track of every little detail on a ship. And it tends to be good for very detailed duels. And of course, you can play larger battles if you've got that kind of time. And then, so that's one end of the scale. On the other end of the scale, you have kind of the fleet level games, which typically they run about trying to get 6 to 10 to 12 ships on the board pretty commonly. And, some of those games tend to be about, how many of my favorite miniatures can I get on the board and have just a good old beer and pretzels kind of battle and stuff like that. So I've played all of them at various times and enjoy all of them. So I'm not here to criticize any of them. So, but I'm here to tell you a little bit about StarForce Commander and where it falls in on that scale. And typically the sweet spot for this game is probably 1 to 4 ships. It is detailed enough that you can play an interesting duel, and it'll take you probably about an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how it goes. Our best guess is that for about every ship involved in the game, probably about 40 to 45 minutes, once you know how to play the game and everything like that. So, It is, so it's definitely, you can definitely scale up with it. And of course, if you've got all day and a couple people, then you can probably play a larger battle without too much trouble. But like I said, the sweet spot's probably 1 to 4 ships, depending on what you want to do. And the next thing is that the game itself is pretty flexible. You probably have lots of miniatures for lots of other games. So let me just show you here. We have a couple basic pieces for the game. These are our stock heavy cruiser, opposing heavy cruiser counters and stuff like that. And if you do buy the physical component pack, it does come on MDF board. It's laser cut MDF board, so they're a little bit sturdier than standard cardboard. And since they're laser cut, they don't have the rounded edge that you're used to on lots of die cut things. So good quality counters, and they're about 1.5 inches across. And one of the advantages of that is that you can then take a miniature. Let's say you've got a miniature here. Let's get it up to the camera. So let's say you got a miniature here that has a hexagonal base. Okay, and you don't feel like mounting it for this game because you like it for some other hex-based games that you play. Well, our counters, while they have the ships on one side, they also have, on the other side, just a blank counter. And obviously the lines here represent the different firing arcs. There's 8 different firing arcs. There are 45-degree increments. But when you're playing the game, all you have to do is just set your miniature on top of the counter, and you can use any miniature you like. So there's a certain amount of flexibility to it if you're going to play with miniatures. You can obviously play with counters all you like. And just give you a quick look here. Here's some of the ship cards that we have. This is what they look like. This is our Yorktown class heavy cruiser for the game. See, we have weapons information. We have weapons information over here. And then you've got your plotting and planning information so that you can power up your ship systems and stuff like that. And then, of course, you got your shields over here. And up here, you have your general ship systems: sciences, tractor beams, shuttles, sensors, transporters, and quarters. So, and then over here, we have all the different weapon systems. And it tells you whether it's armed or not, whether it's damaged or not, firing arcs, and it tells you what color die you're going to use at different ranges for the weapon. So that's just a quick rundown. And as far as maneuvering goes, though, over here you have you see it says speed, and then it gives you a turn rate. So like in this case, this ship, if it was going at a speed of 4, it would have a turn rate of 30 degrees. And then when you are maneuvering your ship, you would simply come over here and you would find the 30-degree turn template help you maneuver your ship. So it is not a hex-based game. It is, it's a miniature Starship combat game. So we've got the scale, we got the flexibility. And then really the big thing is the game mechanics and the game components are all designed basically to streamline the play so that it's not the mechanics of the game that are slowing you down, and they're not getting in your way or anything like that. There's very few charts. Damage results are on the dice themselves. And really what this means is that you can have some depth of tactics. Everything you do in this game is going to come at some tactical cost, right? Everything is a tactical trade-off, as I was told as a young midshipman. And so basically for every decision you make, it's probably going to come at the cost of being able to do something else. So anyways, the point is your tactics and your decisions and your judgment are crucial to winning the game. It's not just about rolling a bunch of dice and hoping for the best. So Anyways, well, I hope that gave you a little bit of information, help you decide. Of course, we really appreciate, we're hoping to start a community and build a community over time. And if you'd like to join us, we would love to have you. So as far as you can get StarForce Commander, you can get it at marinergames.squarespace.com, or it's available on wargamevault.com. And you can go to either one of those places and pick up a copy of the game. On Wargame Vault, you can buy the digital version in PDF form. It comes with all the files, and you can make your own game components for it. It's basically a print and play. If you go to the Mariner Games website, we have physical game component copies for sale there. So you can buy the physical components if you don't feel like making your own. So anyways, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Please share it with anybody else that you think might be interested in StarForce Commander. Good hunting. Take care.